A fun question. I don't think I've ever asked this one before. The first time you and I spoke, did you think I was crazy? Did you like this guy's making too many promises? Like, like, I don't know, like, what were you thinking the first time you spoke? And I told you what was in front of you here. Like, what was your.
I would, well, I definitely thought, I was like, really? There's a lot of promises going on there. And looking back, that I took a bit of time. There were some reasons behind that. I had a house move that fell through, but finances and stuff like that. But I wish I'd done it sooner. But I know there's no mistakes, and
there are none.
Connect with up. But no, definitely. I thought it's just because it was just so random. I'm not big on Facebook, but it sort of came into my whatever. Your marketing must be great, and it came in, and I was like, all right, okay, that's it seems amazing, and it was just taking that leap, and I wish I'd taken it earlier. So certainly, if I had my time again, so to speak, even though there's no mistakes, I would have done it. I would have done it a bit earlier, but it's been great. I think it's the simplicity. There's a lot of hard work. There's a co-creation which you ask of us, asked of me, which I don't know if you fully understand. I don't know if I fully grasped initially, but you grasp it pretty swift. After you had a couple of calls with you, and you sort of like, well, are you doing the work? Are you doing what I told you to do? But it is nice that it is everyone's on different levels. I was really, when you spoke to me the first time, I was borderline suicidal. Bleak times, and tried all of the usual methods that I'd tried before, coping mechanisms and all of the other courses that I'd been on, and thought, and did the usual bullshit, if I'm allowed to say that, of talking to people for hours and and it doesn't do a thing. Other than just perpetuate the misery in some respect. And then, so now this process that I sort of seems so simple, and it is in its sense, but you must do it. And it's almost unreal how it sort of affects you. And it'll affect people in different ways, in different stages, depending on where they are when they start the program, of course, and for whatever reasons they're doing it for. But it works, man. It works. I don't know what you want me to say. It works. So, but I think although it's for a lot of people, I still think it's quite a personal. It's quite a personal journey that you go on. Even though I know that we sort of have a group chat, and we have, I know that we talk one-to-one whenever it's needed.
Rich, would you agree? It's simple, but it's not that simple. Don't make a mistake. Anyone listening to this here, don't think you can do this by yourself. Like, you need to have the back and forth. The complexity of the execution. You need to have a guide to actually show you how to do it for real. Don't think it's that simple.
No. I always had a boost. Because you start and you watch the videos, and you have a rough idea, and then you get on a Q&A with you, and then always the next session, next practice, what I would call it, I used to call it LM practice, the next Lance McCall practice I would do the next morning, would always have more impact, because you'd have explained it and you'd have moved us along that 10, 15, 20%. The results are pretty swift. But I think there's also a part of the co-creation, not just to do the practice, which is obviously really important, but the boost as well, which is the diet, of course. But I think it's advisable to look after yourself during the time. I know that it promotes physical health. It's pretty bulletproof, you're gonna, it's life, right? You're gonna get challenges. You always come back to. You've got this tool for life, and that seems like really odd for somebody to be watching this and be like, I don't know what it means, I don't know what, but it's like, it's a practice, a ritual practice that you can develop, like you would develop anything, like you give the analogies of going to the gym, like any skill or any conditioning, it's going to get better with time. and the challenges are the workouts, of course.
Mhm.
But and I've noticed that, and I think that's the bigger thing. I think it's almost, I wouldn't say you welcome challenges, but I sort of do.
Sort
But
of.
I sort of do, because you don't, because they could be painful or whatever. But there's good challenges and there's bad challenges.
Yeah.
But I sort of welcome the good challenges now, and I think it's made me far more robust mentally, and just I get more peace at the simpler things in life.
Mhm.
I don't worry so much. I just don't worry. So I don't even. I mean, I don't worry. I mean, I just think 2 minutes is too long, baby. I just think,
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, I'm from where I was to now. It's sort of, it's pretty. I mean, friends and family and stuff would be like,
Mhm.
you're still gonna have your challenges. You're still gonna have that, but man, where I was to where I am. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And it is our work, but it's your vehicle and your guidance. But no, it's been great, and I've, if anyone's watching this, do it, because it works, man. It works. It's better. Stop spending money on nonsense where you just watch hours and hours of videos of stuff that doesn't actually change, or reading books, and they're all good, but this actually works, changes you, and builds you something it builds something for the future, which you can build on and get better and better and better, which I think that's the real gift. I think that's the real gift, that you sort of let us go when we're ready. You let us go and you go right off, and I just think it's great, and I'm sure that everybody who I witnessed on the course, who graduated before me, or the videos that I watched, you could see the positive impact physically, the positive impact on their face, and I mean, you can't make that stuff up,
It'd be hard to.
It'd be pretty hard to,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be hard to do.
Yeah, so it's been great, man. It's a shame that it has to come to an end, but like you always say,
but remember, that's the whole point. Like, you don't want to work with, you don't have to work with someone forever. You don't want that.
No,
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
But no, but it's the start of the beginning, right? So
yeah, it's just a new chapter, but it's the same
book. That's it, man. That's it.